Welcome to All Good Victory. So, I have my computer here, and I wanted to talk to you about the prepper concept of two is one and one is none. So, I recently broke my screen on my laptop. Here it is. I just replaced that guy. I cracked it pretty good, and it was definitely DOA. So, um, thank you. I had a backup. I had I actually have several of these computers. I have about three of them. Well, now three of them which were working, and now only two because one of them is scrap value for parts. So here's a keyboard, here's a screen that I took off of that one, and of course the computer that was broken I repaired. And so, as a prepper, it's always good to have multiples of what you have, even things like electronics, especially if you are a bit handy and can do the work yourself and replace things like that, like a broken screen. But the other thing I wanted to talk to you about in terms of technology is as a homesteader and as a off-grid uh, enthusiast, I really believe that we need to try to cut and save money as much as possible and not pay into the system or get paid from the system. So, in that, I really think conservation of what you have and recycling is the way to go. And so, this computer I bought in 2003, I believe, and I paid $2,300 for it, brand new. Subsequently, I liked the computer so much. About 5 or 6 years later, I think I purchased another one for about $150. And then 10, 12 years after that, I purchased another one for parts um, for about $70. And then about 2 years ago, I purchased another one for $30. So, why am I telling you this? Well, it served me for that long. It's running Windows XP. And so I have all the software that I ever will need. I think unless you're gaming or you have something that's video intensive, graphics intensive, you really don't have to get a new computer every year. Now, XP, Windows XP, is now a dead platform. Nobody supports it. But in terms of what I use it for, word processing, spreadsheet, things like that, really, I don't need anything else. And I even play a little bit of video games on this old computer, believe it or not, the old arcade emulators. So, this computer still has a whole bunch of life left to it. I don't need to go out and purchase $1,000, $2,000 computer every year to get the latest and greatest. I have something that works very well, and suits my needs. And of course, I have many, many, many backups of this computer. Um, in fact, the thing that costs most about this computer nowadays, the laptop, is the battery. I mean, obviously, a battery um, won't last you 15 years, but you know what? Or not 15, 14 years. But that's the thing. I mean, if you have multiple units like this, you can keep them going pretty much indefinitely. Alrighty. Shalom.